First up, we're going with the Nintendo Direct. I'm not going to go through the whole Nintendo Direct because a lot of these games I'm probably never going to play. Just some of them just caught my eye. First in Nintendo Direct, they have Pokemon Sun and Ultra Moon news. They released 2 new Ultra Beasts, UB Assembly and UB Burst. One looks like a HAL 9000, and the other one looks like a Jawbreaker with legs.
Alright, can I be the first one to say here that as an original generation of Pokemon player, and still the one that likes the only thing is like
Gen 1, best Gen.
Gen 1 and Gen 2 were probably the best gens out of the whole thing.
Such a Gen 1er.
Oh, I know, but call me the old man in the room.
Yeah.
Stop it. No, I mean, I understand going back and revamping something, but the game just came out.
Well, it did. And
why do we need a brand new version of, maybe in a couple years after a couple goes, adding the new Pokemons?
Well,
keep the game relevant?
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is essentially the sequel to, it's like the Crystal or the Emerald of the series. Excuse me. Of the series. It's the 3rd installment of the series. But they split it up into 2 games because reasons.
Because there's too many Pokemon. We can't have all the Pokemon.
That, and I believe, other reasons. But from the looks of it with the trailers, it looks like it's going to be similar story, like the same story from Sun and Moon. They add a couple of elements to it to give Necrozma, that's one of the legendary Pokemons, more of a background. But it seems like they're adding some elements from Black and White 2 to make it basically, more meaning or something like that. I still have my reservations about how the story is going to be. Looks like they're adding a lot of different gameplay stuff into it. So
you just don't like being the antagonist.
Who, me? Oh no! When this game got first announced, I was all against it because I was just like, why are they making it so soon? It's like it's only been a year. At least give it a year and a half or 2 years.
At least give it to the next Pokemon.
But because there are going to be new Pokemon in this because there's already new Ultra Beasts, and there may be new Pokemon or Pokemon forms, so we don't know yet.
I thought it was just the variations that were new.
Well, they do have Dusk Lycanroc, which is a variation, but it seemed like Sun and Moon was an incomplete game.
It kind of felt like that a little bit.
I mean, as a guy that probably never got off the first island, it did feel incomplete. And that's probably why I stopped playing it after the first island. It felt incomplete.
Yeah. So, I mean...
It had nothing to keep me going.
Yeah. And a lot of people kind of complained about it. But, I mean, I like Sun and Moon. It had its problems, but, we'll see how Ultra Sun and Moon stacks up with it. They've got Kirby Battle Royale, and they got like a poll going on basically to determine the best copy ability of Kirby. I would have to say it's the Link copy ability. I don't care what you say.
The Samus copy ability.
Nah. It's gotta be the Link one.
Why not Ganon, though?
No.
Samus,
with the receding hairline.
That was awesome.
No. In fact, the best Kirby one is when he copies the Archer.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
If you know what that is, look that up. When Kirby copies Archer.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we can put that in. That might be cool. But speaking of Samus, they did the trailer for Samus Returns, which I think released either this past Friday or it's going to release soon. So that actually looks pretty cool. It's kind of like an updated remake of a previous Samus. I think Samus Metroid 2. So, I
mean, if it's just an remade update of an old Metroid game, I'm fine with that because, I mean, we had them way back in original NES days where we didn't even know. We were like, holy crap, that's a girl?
Dude,
exactly.
Still, to this day, I think Metroid Prime was my game. Like, I had my Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
That's all I would play was Metroid Prime. I don't even know why.
Metroid Prime, Metroid Fusion.
Yeah. No, it was Fusion.
You're because right. That was Metroid Prime was the one on the GameCube. With
the
first person shooter.
No,
Metroid Fusion was the one where we just straight up played that all day, every day.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, I got it.
Because that gave us the hint of the original, Super Nintendo Nintendo feel.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're just going to come back and give us that, like original Metroid or Metroid 2 and just give that to us in an updated remake,
well,
I'm all for it, bro.
Well, they are playing another Metroid. They're playing Metroid 4, Prime 4, so who knows?
I mean,
if this does well, hopefully the Metroid Prime...
I think, will always do well with the older crowd.
And I don't
know.
Well,
because it gives us that, hey...
Remember this?
Yeah. Remember this? Remember Metroid? Remember Metroid?
No, what they need to do is... God, what's the name of that game? The Earthbound series.
Oh, Mother?
Yeah, they need to make
Mother?
They need to make Mother again.
Oh, yeah. Let's not even get into that.
Yeah, they need to do that.
No, just no.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
I don't have that time in my life to go back.
Mario Party Top 100. They basically took all the best Mario Party minigames and put them into one collection of games. And it's going to be on the 3DS. I think that would be pretty cool.
Quickest way to lose your friends
is by playing Yoshi and being a douche. They got different Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo 2DS come out. They have a white edition. They have an orange and white edition and a Pokeball edition, which look very fly. If y'all ever seen the 2DS, it looks good.
I thought we were on 3D, or are we back to 3D being just a gimmick that we don't want to pay for anymore?
It's always been a gimmick we didn't want to play for.
I have yet to actually find a legit reason to use the 3D version on my my 3DS.
You mean your Frozen 3DS?
Yeah. Oh, don't hate on the Frozen theme, man. Let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta.
Morphe's Law. It's this new game coming out that's going to be on the Switch.
Murphy's Law, you mean?
Morphe's Law.
Morphe's Law.
Morphe's Law. Basically, it's a shooter game where you're in teams shooting against other players, but when you shoot them, instead of dying, you get bigger.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, you get bigger. Your body parts get bigger, and it can be positive and negative effects with getting bigger.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. But you know how Nintendo is with their...
Yeah, they're weird.
They don't do regular... They don't do regular shooters or whatever because it doesn't do well. It's like they tried putting Call of Duty on like the Wii or Wii U, and it did not do well at all.
No. So it was the Wii, and it was Call of Duty Ghosts, and it did not do well at all.
Yeah.
Because, how are you supposed to aim and run at the same time with doing this?
Exactly.
I'm coming for you.
Exactly.
I could just see like a bunch of seizures going on at like Call of Duty tournament for the Wii, and it's like everybody having a bunch of grand mal seizures.
That is how
that's not funny. Grand mal seizures are not funny.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying.
No, that is how the tournament should go. If somebody can go through Call of Duty with the Wii controllers and everything, that is what they should do.
You know what? That's the esport I want to see.
They got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which actually looks pretty good.
Fake
it looks
Jedi wannabes.
Where they've got like the weapons, the swords and stuff.
Fake Jedi.
It looks cool, man. It actually looks pretty cool. Like, if I get a chance to get it, I might get it or whatnot. Oh, and also for the 3DS, they had Journey to the West RPG by Atlas, which I
might actually think about that.
That is it's an RPG. So,
I mean, because I like the whole Journey to the West thing, obviously, because, Dragon Ball.
Exactly.
I like that sort of thing. So, I might actually give that a whirl.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking, I love Nintendo. Nintendo is part of my childhood.
Exactly.
That was the first thing that I had.
Exactly.
The first game system that I had. I didn't have a Game Boy. I had I had the NES.
Yeah.
And then I got the Super Nintendo. Then I got the Nintendo 64. And then I got a Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a reason to upgrade
to the Switch.
Or
3DS.
Or 3DS. Or 2DS. Give me a reason to take my midnight purple 3DS and upgrade. Give me a reason to, because you just haven't. And if Journey to the West can do that, I will give Nintendo back their props.
Well, that is going to be on the 3DS, so you might I have to get a Switch. But they're also coming out with a MOBA game called Arena of Valor on the Switch. I've never heard anything about it. So
neither have I, but then again, I don't follow
MOBAs
or Nintendo for that matter. And I hate to say it, but I think that game style is leaving its prime. I say that because everybody harps on everybody for playing League of Legends, even though we've all done it. It's like riding a moped. We've all done it, but we don't want to tell nobody we've done it.
It does have I feel like MOBAs have their place in gaming culture, though.
They have their place in gaming culture, but I don't know about making a new one. And I don't think it belongs on a console.
It could be that you're just being flooded by a bunch of companies trying to recreate the same formula game.
Yeah, League of Legends.
I mean, League of Legends, I never played League of Legends.
My nephew did.
But I did play the, what's the Blizzard version?
Heroes of the Storm?
Heroes of the Storm. And I was completely lost of what's going on. I couldn't see where my character was half the time. I thought I'm over here, but really I'm over here. And to me, it's kind of confusing.
But if you know was that you had the freaking...
All I knew is I was playing Arthas.
You were playing Arthas.
The Lich King, and I was tearing some people up and I died.
You're playing the Lich King, and you got Diablo. You got a character from Diablo over here. You got another character from Overwatch. Then you got another character from StarCraft.
You know, I'll give it... Like, it was a great idea to bring all your, franchises into one game, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." That's probably the reason why I bought, played the free version. I didn't buy it. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Much. But
PlayStation All Stars.
If you can give me one that is clear, a MOBA that doesn't make me lose track of my character, I might give it another shot. The genre another shot. But as of right now, where the MOBA game form stands, I lose my character a lot in the shuffle of where I'm supposed to be or what I'm supposed to do. And there's, as far as I can tell, there's not like a real good place to start with that game.
Yeah.
Franchise. Like, you either have to go all in or you can't just be a casual MOBA player.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't. But there are a few games that do help you with the character location, and it's not as isometric as you're thinking. Paragon and Smite have stepped up with the way how they run the game, and they actually do look pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was watching Andre play Paragon, and
as far as I'm concerned,
it's legit.
That's just an Overwatch clone.
Yeah.
Which one?
Paragon.
Really?
Yeah. You ever played Overwatch?
I have played Overwatch.
It's an Overwatch clone.
Just like Paladins?
Just like Paladins. Paladins is a straight copyright infringement.
Yeah.
But they don't want to say that.
They're not going to say that.
They're not going to take it down because even Blizzard's going, nice try.
But, yeah.
Blizzard makes that money. They don't care.
Exactly. Some other things that I saw, Super Mario Odyssey, that's looking really good with every trailer that they bring out. And apparently, they basically make Super Mario Odyssey kind of like Adventure Time, to where there's different kingdoms.
I'm still mad.
Even in the trailer, there's more kingdoms.
I'm still mad at them. Mario is a plumber. I don't care what you say.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing: you can play in like different skins of Mario with his different outfits throughout the years that he's had. Like, you can be Dr. Mario, you can be the construction worker one.
RPG version of Mario Brothers?
Hey, the way that they're doing it, it seems like they're doing it kind of RPG-ish or whatnot.
I mean,
so
alright, call me the old guy yet again. And this is going to happen a lot when we talk about Nintendo.
Oh boy.
When you have a Mario game, it's a 2D side-scroller and you jump on a turtle twice. If you don't want to jump on him twice, you jump on him, you grab his shell, you take it down the road, and you fling it at somebody.
They did that in Super Mario on the Wii U, like Super Mario Brothers on the Wii U.
Stop touching it. It's a good franchise.
Yeah, but they're gonna change. They're gonna change it up.
I mean, like, I'm gonna be that guy and just say I didn't like the Mario 64 style.
Oh,
of Mario's.
It's
I didn't
the greatest ever.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, you had that weird camera, and like, I was like,
It's a game that revolutionized the platformer.
I know, but it's
like
I'm old fashioned. I want my Mario to be 2D side scroller.
Without that, we wouldn't have like Crash Bandicoot or Spyro.
Did you actually like Paper Mario then?
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
Because Paper Mario
was too cartoony for me. Even though Mario is cartoony, it was just too cartoony.
But yeah, that's pretty much for Switch. Other than them, basically re-releasing games that's been on other systems, like Elder Scrolls and Doom, Wolfenstein, all that.
So they're just completely third-party licensed out.
Yeah,
wow.
Selling out.
Switch, Nintendo's doing it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're actually doing it.
Well, I mean, think about it. This is a reason. This is what I was talking about. Give us a reason to buy your new system.
Yeah.
We have not been able to buy, why buy a Nintendo?
Yeah.
Why would you buy a Nintendo Wii?
Unless you're a Nintendo fan.
Unless you're a Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
Like, to play the big names. Alright, so Nintendo, to me, has, 3 big names. And we're not going to count Metroid in there because that's hit or miss sometimes.
Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon?
Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon.
Yeah.
You can play 2 of those on one system. You have to get a brand new one to play it on another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So, I've been saying this for a long time. Either Nintendo needed to stop putting out the portable systems like the Game Boys and focus on, putting the Pokemons onto the consoles.
Well,
and making them better, so you don't have to buy 2 different Pokemons to get the same Pokemon. To get all the Pokemons.
Well, they are planning, from what they said, a main series title on the Switch.
Okay,
for next year. But
right now we're still stuck with buying both Pokemons to catch them all. And isn't that the whole point of Pokemons, is to catch them all?
Well,
that's what the show says. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Usually, Usually me personally, for when it's sequels, this happened in black and white. For the sequels, I don't get both the sequel games. I didn't get Black, White 1, and I didn't get Black 1, and I didn't get White 2, whatever like that. I didn't get both of them. I got one or the other. I can't remember which one.
And that's fine. But
so basically, I'm going to get either Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon.
That's because we're adults and we have to make adult decisions. Okay, do we want to eat or do we want to catch them all? Okay, now.
Pokemon is love. Pokemon is life.
Okay.
But
I like to make adult decisions like, do I want to go out to this date and kiss this girl or do I want to catch them all?
On my knees, I submit myself to you, Mewtwo.
But I get what you're saying. But
that's what I'm saying. And this is a way for Nintendo to bring back their relevancy in the console wars. Is to get some of those 30-party titles in there. We've been complaining about that for the longest time. Where we've only gotten Metroid, we've only gotten Zelda and Mario, and every once in a while they'll come out with a Xenoblade Chronicles or Fire Emblem or something like that, or a Potekken or whatever it was. Which I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fun when we played it, but it lost its novelty really quick. So when you're only coming out with in-house titles, they're going to lose their novelty pretty quick.
I get what you're saying.
So this is a way for them to come back and say, "Come buy us, please. We need the money."
Yeah.